Bob, what's some of the biggest fights you want to make next year in 2020? You feel
Excuse
like
me?
can what are the biggest fights you feel like can be made in 2020?
Well, I think the biggest fight is if my boy Tiafimo comes through against Comey. Tiafimo and Loma is a huge, huge fight. I mean, I'm looking forward to that. Oscar Valdez, looking forward to his fight against Burchell. That's a big fight. A lot of big fights. All these junior welterweights like Josh Taylor, like Jose Ramirez, like Prograis, will be moving up to welterweight, and those are great opponents for Terence Crawford.
Thanks, Bob.
Performance of ESPN Plus,
What?
Is the performance of ESPN Plus for the promotion make you more comfortable moving live events around the world?
Well, yeah, one thing, that's a good point, because one thing about moving fights around the world is the time zone. So you obviously for ESPN, we try to get it in the prime time. So the Chinese fight will go on 10, 11 in the morning in China for prime time back in the United States. When we go to the UK, the fight would be in prime time in the UK. It would be an afternoon fight in the United States, and probably would end up on Plus rather than ESPN.
And Bob, I know you worked with Beterbiev a little bit that last fight with Vosdick. Do you think he could get a Canelo fight? Do you think?
Well, certainly it's up to Canelo.
Right.
If I was a fighter, the one guy I would run from and not fight it is that Russian beast, Beterbiev. I mean, he's something special. I mean, for him to beat Valdez, who is a great boxer, great puncher, that says a lot about him.
Do you think, and last one, Bob, do you think Beterbiev would beat Canelo, or you still got Canelo if they were to fight to win that fight?
I don't think anybody beats Beterbiev. I'll tell you the truth. I mean, the Canelo people might think differently, and if they thought differently, then the fight could happen. But, I wouldn't push Canelo into the Beterbiev fight. It's a very, very difficult fight for Canelo.
Thanks a lot, Bob.